Hello and welcome to this video today on Delicate Sounds of Fishing. Now I know there's a lot of gear reviews on the channel at the minute and not many fishing videos. That is going to be rectified pretty much soon. But before I go and do that, what I thought I'd do is I'd talk you through the different baits that I use when I go fishing. Now I'm going to start off with my durable hook baits. Now I've got quite a few. I use the Swim Stim ones. I use the 6mm red krill. These are really good. I do find that I get a lot of bites using these. I also use the Almino original ones, which again is a bit of a darker colour. These are more reddish. These are more like, they look like mini Brussels sprouts. So that's two of the Swim Stims I use. There are a lot more of them coming. Also, there's a 4mm of the red krill. The one I've got down there is the 6mm, but I also use the 4mm. I use the Marine Halibut 6mm. And I use the F1 Sweet as well. So if I was to show you the different ones that I use of the Swim Stim, that's the 4 that I used there. I think, I'm not sure, there might be another one. No, right. Those are the 4 that I've used and try quite often. And it's dynamite baits again. And I'll run you through them again. It's the red krill 6mm, the Marine Halibut 6mm, the Sweet F1 6mm, and the Amino Original 6mm. Now these are all the durable hook baits because when you put them on the hook, they're quite easy to fit on the hook and they don't fall off as easy as well. And also with these, when you put them on your hook and you drop them inside the water, it's got a high leakage to it. You can use them direct on the hook, or you can use them on a hair rig, or you can even use them on a quick stop as well. So these are really good for that. Now, as I said before, I've got the 4mm version as well on the red krill. They are a lot smaller, smell exactly the same, very fishy smell to them. And yet again, you can use them as the same thing. I pay £3 odd for these from Go Outdoors. So that's a few of the durable hook baits that I use. Also what I use is the neons. Now, I've tried them all. I haven't got any of the pink or the, what's the other colour? There is another colour as well, I can't remember. Not got any of the pink ones, and I've not got any of the white ones, but they do these in pink and white as well, is the neons. Now I use these quite a lot as well. Now what I've realised about these is if you drop a couple in the water, it does bring the fish in really quick. So they do work rather well. Sometimes you do have an issue with these staying on the hook, but for bites and bringing the fish in, these are really good. Now they're £4.99 a tub, so you do use them pretty sparingly, but I also use those as well. So that's another one of my durable hook baits. As well as that, I use the good old faithful maggots. There isn't any maggots in here because I'm not planning on going fishing for the next couple of days, so I'd like to buy them fresh before I go. So that's just my empty maggot box. Now for me feeds, I use hemp. I buy it in tins because it's easier for me to keep in the house in tins. If I buy one of the big bags, the chances of it getting knocked over or something like that is quite mad. So I always buy it in the tins as well. I got this from Go Outdoors. I think it was about £2.30 for a krill hemp, and it's perfectly cooked hemp, ready to use with the addition of krill in this one. Now I think the krill's quite good I have a lot of luck with where I go fishing using the krill, so that's one of them. Now the ground bait I use is the Dynamite Hemp Seed Match Original. There it is by there. Now this is really good for bringing in the roach, the rudd, the dance, the bream, the barbel, the tench and the carp. I used some last time I went out and it was absolutely brilliant. It did bring the fish into the swim really, really quick. I do like that. That is a good ground bait to use. That again came from Go Outdoors. Now, my feeding pellets. I use the High Attract feed. I use a mixture between the 2.4 mixed pellets and the 6mm fish meal. Now what I usually do is just tip a few out into each bag. That's the 2 to 4 mil. That's the 6. What I usually do is tip them into a little tub like this. In this one here I think I've got the 6mm expandable ones. Yep, I have. They're the 6mm expanders in that one. Same company, the High Attract. What I usually do is just tip a few of the 2 to 4, a few of the 6 into here, mix them round, and then I just use them with my catapult firing across to the top of where I'm fishing, just to give that sound that the fish like as your bait hits the water. So, and as you know from fishing pellet, they sink to the bottom, and with the ground bait and that, they keep the fish quite amused and eat into that one area. You can also throw these inside your pole pots as well, which I think is quite good. You can throw a few of these inside your pole pot as well and use them if you wanted to, or even with the hemp or maggots. So they're all really good for that bait. That's it for my bait. I thought there was something else in there, but there's not. So the pellets that I use, I'll run through once again, is the High Attract pellets. I use the 6mm expanders, the High Attract ones. I use the 6mm fish meal pellets as well. They're £2.15 from Go Outdoors. I also use the 2 to 4 mil versions as well. Now these are a bit different because they are mixed up nicely and they do work nicely, especially if you catapult them across the float, as I've already said, because it does bring the fish in. So that's the pellets that I use. My durable baits, as I said before, there's a variety of different ones. I do find the red krill works the best for me on the water that I go to. I'm going to start visiting other waters and using these baits in different waters, so I'll be able to tell you more about that when I'm actually there fishing and the proper fishing video starts. The hemp, anyone who fishes knows how good hemp is. The neons, once the videos start and you'll see me using these, it'll be really good, because these do work really, really well and I do like them. I think these are more better from where you've got murky, darky water, where it makes it easier for them to be seen. The maggots, everyone knows about maggots, and my ground bait. So that's mostly the stuff that I use when I'm out fishing. I do keep a backlog of these, which are all in a drawer by here, because keep driving through to my local Go Outdoors takes me about half an hour to get there. So whenever I go and they've got a few spare bags, I'll grab a few and I'll stick them in the drawers that I've got up here inside me tackle room. So that's the baits that I use. I hope you enjoyed this video today on delicate sounds of fishing. And this has been my look at the baits I use when I go fishing.